Hey everyone, I'm Lecco, or Ed, I don't really mind what you call me, and this is a quick introduction to Konig Chollinges. So Konig Chollinges are a thing that me and my mates do in Minecraft at the moment. Maybe we'll branch to other games in the future, I don't know. But at the moment we do it in Minecraft pretty much every week, not always, but close enough to. They're called Konig Chollinges because we all compete to be the Konig. There's a big thing in our lads group of being the Konig. Basically, the Konig comes from, so Konig is German for king, number one. It came about because my mate bought a German version of Citadels, which is a board game sort of thing, when he meant to buy the English version, obviously. In that game, the king, he's like the dude in charge, he announces whose turn it is, and but who is the king changes quite a lot, and so there's quite a lot of confusion in, well, sometimes someone will be the king for like half the turn, and then it will change halfway through the turn, someone else will become the king, and the other person will still announce the people. So it's like, oh no, you're not the Konig, I am the Konig, or he is the Konig, and obviously you have to say it in a camp German accent because that makes it funnier. So the point is, there's quite a lot of kudos within our little lads group as who the Konig is. So I set up some stuff in Minecraft, which I totally didn't steal from anyone else on the internet. No one's ever done this before, obviously. So they're little challenges that we compete in every week to find out who the Konig is this week. I call them challenges because it almost rolls off the tongue. Unlike Konig Challenges, this doesn't sound right. Konig Chollinges, that's where it's at. A little more unique, a little bit different. It sort of rolls off that tongue in that not really sort of way, because you kind of have to force yourself to say it, but it rhymes a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, that's basically what Konig Challenges are. At time of recording, we've done, I don't know, like 17-ish. I should have got this Google Doc up earlier, actually. Let me get that up quickly. We've done about 17 of these or so. Typically, I'm making them. Not always. Sometimes there's 2 or 3 that other people have made. So, at the time of recording this one, we have done 18 challenges. There are about 4 I haven't recorded or don't have. There might be 5. And again, this is something that I should have sorted out beforehand. But I was going to show you those ones just to give you an idea of the sort of things that we do, and to hopefully encourage you to watch them, because since now I've got slightly better internet, in theory we'll be doing a lot more of these. It's easy to go into my recording folder to find out which ones I've done. Yep, didn't do that one, didn't do that one, I didn't record that one. Yeah, that was a bit shit. So I'll try and give you a little rundown of like why we didn't do these as well. Some of them I just forgot, plain and simple. Some of them I'm still working out the recording, and so haven't come through forever. So I think there's about 5 that we haven't done looking at this now. So okay, so that's basically the gist. We compete to beat the Konig every week. I'm going to switch over to Minecraft now. Hopefully this will work. Hey, result. We compete, obviously, for the Konig crown, which is this thing. Thank fuck I still have a crown on. Woo! That could have been a close one. This doesn't necessarily mean I was the Konig this week. I just knew I'd cock it up, basically. Oh no, put it down here. Yeah. You compete for the Konig crown every week. You get to wear it. This is my skin at the moment. Hopefully that comes with one of the recordings. Why I'm wearing this skin. It's a really dumb joke. It's not actually anything worthwhile. Right. So and the point is, you get to erect the scepter of the Konig, or the Konig Scepter, if you will, which looks something, and this is something that also I definitely didn't steal from anyone. This is definitely completely original and unique, never been done before. So the original looked something like this. Yes, it looked like that. It looked like that. The gold blocks are pretty much stay constant. It's the other bit that has, as you can see, changed sometimes, or you'll see why this one's been moved over there. But You have to watch to find out. Right, so Well, this is our little village. LL is obviously llama lads because the original point of this Minecraft server was to find llama. In fact, there's a plan. We've got a plan written down. Nice. Look, here's our stage, our epic, the plan. Find llamas. Makes sense. Ignore the sexy boys area. It's very, very personal. It used to be beds here. Step 2. Become llamas of God. I'm not actually aware of how well that one's going. We've found llamas. I don't know about the whole God thing. But step 3 was to take the llamas to the end. Haven't done that. Might have to make a little co-op week to do that instead. So LLS llama lads, because we're the lads. And these are the llamas. In case you don't know what llamas are. Oh, someone extended the area. Oh, nice. So someone's been busy breeding llamas. We've got a lot of fucking llamas. Yeah. Right, anyway. Challenges. This is IKEA, it's the storage zone. It's where we keep all the goods, as you can see. All of the goody goods and shit ton of cobblestone. Right. Well, this is our little village, which maybe I'll take you around at some point. But right now, point being, step 1. The first ever Konig Chollinge. I have no idea what this thing is. This weird face thing. There's something that Bear's been making. Don't know. First ever challenge, which was my test run, which I didn't even have creative for. It was my test run for, hey lads, here's the thing I was thinking about doing. Would you mind if we did this? And I recorded it. That's when I set up the podium, which was where that crown and the scepter were all kept. This is, what do I call this? The Konig course. Basically, it's an obstacle course. Let me reset the time, just so it's starting to become dark, so I thought I'd pick that up. This is an obstacle course, quite simply. Totally original, definitely no one's ever done this before. So you start, so the idea was, you've got this whole course, which I'll run very quickly in a minute, and you've got to get the fastest time. So you got to do, you've got to be the fastest person to circumnavigate the entire course, all the way through. Forgot how high this thing was. And, yeah, it ends when you die or hit the water. One of those two. Fastest time. So we all got 3 runs. Fastest time was the victor. Basically, I won't tell you. I will tell you who won because you don't know that. That's not in a video. Unless someone took the lily pads. Is there an ender chest? No. Just regular chest for storage. Everyone was allowed food because it slows you down and technically you shouldn't need it. So you climb up. You climb up the ladder. You get to the top of the slippery slide, you slip down, you try to make this jump, you fail to make this jump, there's a big wall of ice in the way. What do? You go over the wall of ice, into the tunnel of iciness, go through that super fast. Definitely not, there was a tricky air hole somewhere in here, which is actually not visible at all. There's meant to be a couple of glass panes that are meant to look like air, but it just doesn't. Oh, there it was. Yeah, this is something that I definitely didn't see someone else do, that glass is meant to look like an air hole, but it just doesn't for some reason. Anyway, so you get past that. You climb up this ladder. This is a stroke of genius. This is definitely an original bit. So the point is, if you just walk, you get wrecked. If you run, you get wrecked. If you do the smart thing, like Bear did and I didn't consider, you run and jump. And you don't get wrecked. But so the point is that one of these, which one is it? Let's find this. It's this one. Activates the one after it. So you could get stuck. But yeah, that one activates the one after it. The rest of them activate the one they're on. But the fact this one activates the one after it means that if you're running, you get hit by the one after. Fucking top. This is just climb up the ladder. It's technically faster to run over the ice than it is to swim through the water. So that's all you got to do. Except people were really bad at that. I was shocked at how bad that was. Land in the water. Up the water chute of wateriness. You can, in theory, get just through this hole if you don't cock it up and survive. Because you're gonna, if you hit that thing, you die or whatever. But Jamie, because he's the best at this, kind of was like confident in the fact that I'd said this and got stuck on the edge like this, and then died. And he was like, "You told me you get up." Yeah, you got stuck on the edge, mate. You took like 3 points of damage from getting stuck on the edge. Funny. Wish I'd recorded it. And then, point was, if you can make this jump, which... Alright, here we go. Ah, so close. It's entirely possible. It took me about 6 attempts first time to do it. You'd shaved 7.5 seconds off your time. No one did it in their 3 runs. After the fact, people did it. I think it took most people about 5 or 6 goes to get it, but it proves it was doable. It shaved about 7.5 seconds off, which was not quite enough to last to first sort of thing. It would, if you had a good run, it would typically win. Maybe it was 5 seconds. Maybe we changed to 5 seconds. Because originally I had like 15 seconds, which would basically just win you. It didn't matter if you cocked up the rest of it. As long as you landed that, you would still win. I think we shaved down to either 7.5 or 5 seconds. Which was enough to push the people that were competing for first place to the victory, but not enough to necessarily swing it if you had a really good rest of the run. Significantly better than everybody else. So this one, everyone had 3 goes. It got right down to the last run. Super intense. So Bear was pretty much in the lead the whole time. His first run was the best. His second run beat his first run, and everyone else, though a couple of people beat his first run, they didn't beat his second run. And then his third run, he was fine. His second run was still fastest, but not by much. And it got right down to the very last run by Jamie, and he beat it by about half a second. And so Jamie was our first ever Konig. There you go. A little bit of history for that one. So that was the first Konig challenge. So excuse me, I need to get my Google Doc back up. That was the very first ever challenge. Now we need to go to a mystical zone known as Back Home. Challenge number 2, which I also didn't record. This was... No, did I record this? I did record. I can't remember if I asked people to record things after or before. I got to avoid looking at all the other challenges. I can't remember if I asked people to record but after the first one or after the second one. But this is the second one. This is Mine Konig. Mine Konig. There you go. I do this, so this is where I actually started, this is where I had creative, and I started introducing ender chests to store stuff in. That's some of the stuff I use quite regularly for challenges. Point is, it's the inventory you can keep tech anywhere. In this, there's 4 corners, they're all exactly identical. Use this. Hey, it worked! Still works! Command blocks, top tier. Take to a little house. Quite nice. You had like some starting stuff, can't remember what was in here, probably like, so I think it's just some pickaxes and a couple of potions that weren't always that relevant. So you all started on this sort of place, and someone clearly didn't do very well. All you had to do was, so a bunch of redstone, a bunch of gold ore, a few gold ingots, and a few just redstone individual pieces. You had to find, so there was enough for about 1.5 hours, I think, total. So it was like enough for like 6 blocks of gold and about 2 or 3, like 2.5, I think, maybe blocks of redstone. Because everything used to be redstone on top. I can't remember when I switched to emerald. Can't remember why. It was redstone for a while though. You just had to dig into this square and find all of those components, not all of them, enough of them, to erect your scepter on your little stand. That was quite good actually. Took people a little while. I think I did record this one, but the recording messed up, or it wasn't very good quality or something. Yeah, I remember. I did record this one, but the recording came out just terrible, and I worked out how to solve it just in time for challenge 4. So that's why the first 3 we didn't record. It was about midway through the 3rd one that I worked out what the problem was and fixed it. It was a bitrate issue. I was recording at too low a bitrate, so though it was like super easy for my computer to record, it was just really shoddy quality because it was super pixelated because it didn't have enough information that it was allowed to record at the time. Bit of info for you there. Yeah, so this one, get my colours right. Did Dan win this one? Dan was pink. Yeah, Dan won this one. Dan successfully dug and found the last gold block, which was hidden here. This is where the last gold block was. It was like literally a whole block of gold was hidden there. And I think, well, Jamie found it in the end. No, this is Hannah. She found it in the end. Bear found it. Jamie didn't find it. I think Jamie was the one that didn't find it and had to look and, you know, found it just too late. A bit of a salty boy about that one. Yeah, I quite enjoyed this challenge. A little bit tricky. It turns out there's a clone command, which I didn't discover till after this. Would have been super useful, but you know, that's the sort of thing that happens. So Dan won this one. Quite a nice little challenge. The point you weren't allowed to build across like this. Bear did it right at the end when Dan was about to win and nicked his blocks and won. Called him out on it. Dan won. That was that one. Challenge number 3. This is a work in progress thing that is nowhere near completion. Ignore all of that. That stuff will come to at some point in recording. Challenge number 3, which was did not work how I wanted it to, but was hilarious nonetheless. This is pig jousting. The enchantments were not here. Here we go. Challenge number 3. Electronic joustery. Konig Chollinges 3 electronic joustery. Point is, one person on each side. You take a pig, a saddle, a carrot on a stick, and I think I gave you a fishing rod as well. There's a small fishing rod. You go up here into your little zone. There is a lever over there which puts these up and down. So usually these are down at the moment. When they're up, they mean that the pig can't just run around freely. You go on your pig, and you go. And the idea was that you're meant to be able to like use fishing rods and stuff to pull people, and then you could also whack people. So they will exactly follow the carrot on the stick, right? If you don't have the carrot on the stick, they'll do whatever the fuck they want. Yeah, it devolved into just having the carrot on the stick and just punching people a lot. You gotta get out of the way, bro. Yeah, basically just falling to this and just whacking people until the pig died, which wasn't what I intended. But it turns out the fishing rod was goddamn useless. I tried to do snowballs as well, but snowballs don't have knockback anymore. I thought they used to. Don't at the moment for some reason, but it's still a good time. A little bit glad that video died because I got pretty salty when it didn't work how I wanted it to. It was very rarely a case of pushing people off. It was mostly a case of waiting until the pig died, which was not what I intended. But hey, that happens, right? Okay. So that was challenge number 3. Challenge number 4, I recorded successfully. I think it's quite a good little challenge. It's quite a long one, so I'll have to upload that in several parts. It's probably the longest challenge we've done. It took about 2 hours, I think, total to record. I think I've got most of that in the video. Still need to just clip it a little bit, but otherwise it's pretty much ready to go. Challenge number 5, I just forgot to record, basically, because I'd only just got into the recording thing. I just completely forgot about it. Oh, pig jousting. Who won pig jousting? Bear won pig jousting. So we had 3 challenges and 3 separate Konigs. Super loved it. Challenge number 4. So challenge number 4 happened, which I will upload the video for, so I won't speak to you too much about. Challenge number 5 we didn't do because I forgot to record it, and I need to get some coordinates. I've got a little thing with loads of coordinates written on it, which is where loads of the challenges I've hidden are. This challenge, there it is. This challenge was called, if I have it somewhere, have I written it down? This challenge was called Love at First Konig because we recorded it on Valentine's Day. Didn't quite go to plan. Basically, so we had a little shop here as well. I decided a little shop thing, which again totally didn't steal from anyone else. Original idea, do not steal. You could buy some stuff. People have rotated these things for some reason. So yeah, problem is you can if you mine some stuff, you can sell it for those prices, and you can buy things which would like a spawn egg, a lead, a carrot, or a baked potato, food, or that was tools. If you want to buy tools, you could just trade in the appropriate amount of stuff and get one of those. I think if you had like diamonds, it's probably more worth just building it yourself. But no, I deliberately made it so that if you bought like pickaxes, it was double the value. I think pretty much. Yeah, I tried to do that quite deliberately. The aim was to get all 4 basic baby animals in your pens. Didn't have to be at the same time, but I needed to see a baby animal, specifically a baby animal, in the pen. As you can tell by the scoreboard, Dan won in about 15 minutes. A bit annoying, because I thought it was a really nice little challenge, but yeah, he just straight up monstered it. The thing I didn't account for, let's burn some zombos, was that there was a village just over here, which had a load of carrots in, and the carrots was the thing, and wheat actually. He was so, you need wheat to breed sheep and cows, and you need carrots to breed pigs. So everyone, the chickens aren't too difficult, 'cause chickens weren't that common around. Actually, I like a horse. Oh, neat. But yeah, he got all the wheat and the carrots needed from here. So all he had to do was find the animals at that point. And he'd already found, there was quite a lot of cows around, I seem to remember, quite a lot of sheep. There was a couple of chickens. Like, there weren't that many chickens. I think they were the rarest one, and they're the easiest to do because you just need seeds, and you can just break these little these things for seeds. Eventually, I'm not sure it works in creative, but you can break those and get seeds. So chickens are easy to get. They just weren't that many around, which was the problem with that one. There were some pigs around, but the carrots were super lacking. Cows and sheep were abundant enough, but again, wheat just took too long to grow. Basically the point. Someone had some wheat growing. Someone was trying to hide wheat down here. Oh, someone had some wheat over here. And it just took too long to grow. Dan won in 15 minutes, and the wheat took about half an hour to grow, it turns out. I thought it took about 10 minutes. How wrong was I? But yeah. No one even bought anything from the shop. Fucking useless. I can't remember what this is. I just TP'd into this place whenever it was, whenever someone needed anything, but it never did. Didn't matter. Dan won too quickly for it to matter. Right, and the only other challenge that we didn't do was one that is one of the Realms games. It's called like Sky Desert Run or something, where like you're in a desert, and let me switch up a little bit. So it's like one of those. There's loads of mostly sand blocks and stuff, and I think a few gravel and bits. And it's like random patches of blocks, sort of thing, like squares or long bits. And as you run along it, the ground falls away behind you at like a set pace, sort of thing. Or like it kind of keeps up with you, but it's at a set pace otherwise. And the point is just to get as far as you can. You have 3 lives, so you can fall off up to 3 times. On the 3rd time you're out, sort of thing. We did it 1 at a time, and the point was just to get as far as you could. I recorded how far we got. We got 3 attempts each, because you can do it as multiple and have last man standing, but we thought that's a bit arbitrary. So we just did it 1 at a time. I could have done it last man standing actually, but I think it would have been harder to. If you just did 1 run and done, it would have been a bit boring, I think. So we did who could get the furthest in 3 runs. Again, kind of glad I didn't record that one because I got kind of mad because I was really sad that I think that was the week that someone was meant to turn up and didn't. They just didn't like. I don't mind. So we got 6 of us that were playing. We've now got 5. Now down to 5 because someone's Hannah started doing like a D&D thing on Thursdays or whenever when we usually record. It's no big. It happens. But every week I'd message people like, oh, who's turning up, so I can have an idea of what we're going to do, sort of thing. And that was one week that someone said they were going to turn up, and it didn't. If they told me they weren't going to come, wouldn't have been a problem. But I was kind of mad that they hadn't told. They said they were coming, and then just didn't show up. If they said something's come up, sorry, I'm not going to be able to make it, not a problem. It was the fact that there was no communication at all that kind of pissed me off. But that's in the past and doesn't matter. And that's the only ones that we haven't done. That's what Konig Chollinges are. So I kind of briefly explained a few of them. How you meant to win them. What you meant to do. And what we're competing for. And that's kind of it. Did I get thrown around? Yes. Get better at that. That's what it is. You compete for the crown every week. Everyone gets involved. Everyone gives it a good go. And that's what really makes it good. You get to erect a little scepter, you get a little crown, and like I say, we've done 18. 4 of them haven't been recorded, so we've got 14. We've got 14 recordings for this. Got a couple in the works still. We've not recorded a couple for a couple of weeks because people have been busy. But hopefully we can get back on it, and hopefully I can actually start uploading these things on the rec, and it'll be really good. That's the plan, at least. Whether or not it happens, we'll see. Thanks, guys. Hopefully, please tune in and watch them because I think they're really good. I've only just started like watching them back and seeing how they're going. I can keep swimming between scenes. I'm quite proud of how to do that. I've watched them back, sort of thing. Like I found out I'll probably explain in the next video, actually. But I kind of have to watch them back a little bit to make sure that they're not terrible, or they actually are a video and aren't just random noise because the encoder's fucked up or something. But I haven't watched them back. I'm laughing at myself. I'm laughing at my mates and the stupid jokes we're making, and I think that it could be a lot of fun. And so I'd really love it if you kind of came in and tell us some stuff, tell us some challenge ideas, because I think about half of them ish, probably a bit less than half, are like my original ideas, or I think Dan's made a few, his original ideas. About half of them are just stolen. I've just taken them from other people that I've seen do them on YouTube, or ideas and comments that I've read. But most of them have been really good, and if you enjoy them, please let me know, and if you don't enjoy them, don't watch them. Easy. Thanks for listening, guys. Really hope you enjoy it. Really hope you get on board, because I think it could be a lot of fun. See you around.